Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a review of Gushing Over Magical Girls. You know something, guys? You know something? Gushing Over Magical Girls have been one of those shows that you sit down and you look at it, you watch it every episode, and you're like, damn, why I wish I was them. You know, people don't want to watch this because there are people that can't even handle gushing over magical girls. You know what I mean? They can't handle it. They can't handle it. I mean, the BDSM, the Uriness. I get it. People don't like this show. And then oftentimes people watch this and say, is this hentai? No. No. This is straight up anime. Just like Redo of Healer. Redo of Healer is anime. It's not hentai. I'm just going to point that out there. This is anime and not a hentai. Okay. Now, especially World's End Harem, I count that as anime. Now we're covering episode 10, and I gotta say, episode 10 brought out the hottest Yuri on Yuri action we're ever gonna see. Now, we talk about Yuri here. I'm a fan of Yuri animes. I'm a sucker for Yuri animes because, you know, Yuri as a whole has slept on. We don't talk about Yuri animes that much. I mean, yeah, there might be some Yuri moments, but as a Yuri anime, we don't really get into that. Like Citrus. Citrus is one of the top peak of Yuri animes, you know? Same thing with Bloom Into You, another high peak Yuri anime, and there's Bloom Into You. Others that's been slept under the radar, like Adachi to Shirimura, that's under the radar. And this other Yuri anime that I forgot. It came out last year, and I didn't get to see that. Because, again, we're talking about, like, to a point where it's just not talked about, and it needs to be said. You look at Gushing Over Magic Girls, you got BDSM, and you got the Uriness. And episode 10 gave us that much more than ever. Now, before I do my review on this episode, again, you probably didn't see my video yesterday. I filmed it last night because we lost someone really important to us, Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z. And I'm pretty sure everybody's waking up thinking it's a dream. It's not a dream. So I am so sorry for it. I'm so sorry for the fans. I mean, this is everyone's first anime. Everyone will say Dragon Ball Z is their first anime. So I do applaud for everybody who's watched Dragon Ball Z. And if you haven't watched it, go right ahead. If you're first new to the anime world, go watch Dragon Ball Z. So again, you will be missed. So, without further ado, let's get right to it, the review of Gushing Over Magical Girls, episode 10 review. Okay. You know something, guys? Let's call it like it is. The Yuri is strong. I gotta give credit to the MC. I gotta give credit for the MC for this. I really do. I really do. Think about it. First episode, she loves magical girls. She's always been the quiet one in the back seat. Always loving magical girls and have a collection full of magical girls. I mean, like, I don't really have a collection of magical girls like that. And then you go forward, then you move forward to the dynamic structure of her love for magical girls in a bondage way. And we see all the tormented things that she does to these three girls, these three magical heroes that she loves and adores so much. Then you see a sign of development. And I don't know if y'all know about this, guys, but this is what development does. Taking something BDSM, taking everything fan service like in development, and we got it. She's best girl to bring the development and friendship towards everybody. So you got to see a backstory of how Loco Musica, I don't really go by their names. I just sometimes don't really go by names. I only go by how they keep mentioning it up. So you got Loco Musica and Liberal, you know, they haven't been going along well since last week's episode. Because Loco Musica found the truth about all the lies that's been going on in her life. So we got to see them as backstories when they were kids. As Leber was a shy girl playing in the shadows. Local Musica was there. Now she tried to sing, even when she was a child, she tried to sing, and her music sucks. So, but they've been friends ever since. They joined the Dark Forces because they think they will make them better, but that's a lie. That was a lie anyway. So Brazier decides to be opened, have their feelings in a box. Thanks to Alice's ability, thanks to Alice making a little a little steel saw reference that you see. That scene reminds me of, I don't know if y'all have seen this. There's a show that is similar to that one, Euphoria. If you guys watch Euphoria, it's a series. Trust me when I say this, you don't want to watch Euphoria. It's a hentai series. Go watch Euphoria. You're gonna like it. But I like Brazier's ability where she made the house into a steel box, having Local Musica and Liberal, and you see Brazier in that giant ass screen, like some Saw reference, saying, let's have some fun. It's kind of like the Saw where he's like, I want to play a game, and then you have them trapped in a box, and all they gotta do is be open feelings. And yeah, the first half of it gave us some Yuri on Yuri action with some open feelings. They kind of embrace one another's feelings. Local Musica was saying like, how you use people to get ahead. How you use people to make me feel better, even though everything was a lie. But then you got Liberal saying she did it to help you. She did it to help you. Despite her shadow paralysis, Shikamaru Jutsu, like, she just controlled it to make sure, like, you needed people. And without other people, you're going to feel left out. You're going to feel embarrassed. But she did it to help her get her confidence. She did it. She just, you know what I mean? She just had people around her just to get confidence. And that's what makes her nice. That's nice for her to do it. Now, there have been some teary moments. There's been some moments where she saw her sleeping at one time and she wanted to do something physical with her. But leave it to Magica Brazier to do that. So they're not going to leave until Brazier is really satisfied. So the average satisfied is so good. The Yuri in this was so freaking hot. It was so hot. You literally had to be like, oh my God. See, that's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to Yuri animes. You see, Yuri anime as a whole, there are some that is purely pure, like a kiss and all that stuff. But you don't really see them fooling around like that. You know what I mean? You like Bloom Into You is Yuri, but it has drama into it, so you can't really see the Yuriness that it is. So when you look at this scene where Local Musica and Bros and Libero are physically touching, taking off their clothes and all that stuff, and feeling them one another, it's like Brazier did a fantastic job bringing them two together and hold them like in the palm of her hand. She gave us what we want. I am satisfied with it. Now, on to the next scene. The Kiwi and Giga fight. Let me say this. I love Kiwi. Kiwi is, without a doubt, top 3 favorite magical girls. Let's call it like it is. If we're talking about in Gushing over magic girls, where would you put Kiwi at? Dude, I put Kiwi in the top 3. She is fantastic. She is fantastic. Over the top fantastic. The love that she has for Brazier, the trolling that she did with Alice, especially Alice reactions, but still, Kiwi is a fantastic fighter. And a shooter, by the way. We're talking about stars ranks. Like, everybody knows that, when it comes to this series, it's all about the rankings of stars. Each star tells you how strong you are. Kiwi has 0 stars, Brazier has 2, Alice has 3, but still working on her ability. So, but when it comes to magical girls, no matter what magical girl you watch, there's always a sign of development. There's going to show us a development in this series. And that's what people are forgetting. Gushing over magical girls gave us Yuri, BDSM, fan service, that's fine. But outside of that, but the inside of that is show you a development. And that's what people is not looking. So the match between Kiwi and Sister Giga was spot on. And I saw Giga's ability is badass. I mean, her boobs, her titan ass boobs landing on you. I mean, like, that's the dream. I wish it's like it could have been me. It could have been me. Why can't I? Why? Why can't it be me, man? Like, damn. I wish I was like that. Now, Kiwi, you know, props for Kiwi to put on a freaking show. I mean, she showed everybody, including me, that she's not a no-star magical girl. She's a 3-star. She's been hiding it under her chest the entire time. She's a 3-star magical girl. And her transformation, yo, I'll tell you right now, that's going to be a figure. That's going to be a figure of her transformation in that cat-like ability, cat-like reflexes type magical girl. It's kind of like you're looking at Felicia from Darkstalkers. That's what I'm looking at in this one. That she's busted as hell, man. I mean, literally. Facing Giga one-on-one is going to be a match made in heaven. And I can't wait to see the full match next week. And that transformation. I'm going to look forward to that, and I can't wait to see that. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the ending of it, but the ending showed us more the 5 of them together, like Brazier, Kiwi, Alice, Loco, Leber. They all 5 of them are together now. Like, they even have their singular ending credit, but they have when they end but all together now. When they have the photos and they're sleeping on the train together, it showed that all 5 are together, much like these 5 right here. But that's the thing. I like shit like this because, again, when you look at magical girls in anime, there's always a group of sometimes 3, but mostly it's I would say mostly 3-person, but 5 if you have 5 is that faction. And I look at these 5. These 5 are without a doubt, I will say, tough faction. I'm not saying the overall factions, but to see these 5 magical girls working together now, it's really is a beatdown. And that's what those other 3 needs to have. Magenta, the yellow one, and the blue one, they need 2 more to join their team to make it 5v5. Kind of, that's what they need. Yeah, they're training, but we're gonna see them. I hope we see them in this battle that we're gonna see. But they're gonna do it anyway to save the world. But overall, though, this episode was freaking hot. I feel like every episode of Gushing over Magic Girls gets better and better with ease. I mean, think about it. We got a hot and sexy Yuri girl on girl, like for real. The hot and sexy Yuri's like it's magical. And then you got to see Kiwi and Brazier. Kiwi's development as she unveiled the truth that she's been a 3-star, meaning she's been holding back since day 1. Meaning she's been holding back. So that tells you something. She was brawling from the start. Her power could have been 3 times better than Brazier, but Brazier's now but Brazier go against the Queen. And we all know what Brazier's gonna do. So I look forward to that match as well. But again, we're getting close to the end, so I can't wait to see Sister Giga and Kiwi's fight. I mean, guys, for next week, don't pay attention at the fan service. Pay attention to the fight. And that's what we're gonna get. So I look forward for Gushing over Magical Girls next week's episode, and I'll see you soon.